Yes, Ross Knowledge, back in the building. Here we go again. Trust is a must. Be careful who you trust. Have you ever had it? I mean, we've all had it, let's be honest. That you've told someone some tiny little secret of yours, and all of a sudden, maybe 2 or 1, 3, 4 months, weeks down the line, someone's managing to sort of start hinting, oh, okay, a secret that I've told to someone, they're giving me signals that they kind of know a little bit. And then over time, it becomes more clear that, look, what you told to someone has now been told to someone else that you didn't want to know. AKA, we call these people slithery, slimy little snakes. I've learned a little bit over time, not a lot, but I've learned some little stuff that it is better to just keep everything as much as possible to yourself. Don't start walking around like an open book to everyone, because not everyone's going to keep everything to themselves. I can normally determine this by fucking roof leaking. Well, I can normally determine this by if you're in an environment and someone's always talking a lot or really loud, or they just tend to be quite a sociable person, then I normally am a bit more careful with what I say to people like that. Not that I've got anything against people that socialise. I mean, I go out and socialise a lot, but I think I would tend to sort of latch on to people, me personally, to more quiet people, because I know that they're not going to be going around all the time talking to people left, right, and centre as much about their own stuff. So yeah, I mean, in general, I just keep things to myself as much as possible. I don't really like. Obviously, this channel is about me. This profile is about me. But when it comes to real life, I sort of limit the amount I actually talk about myself. Whether that's just because I'm more introverted and not as extroverted, I don't know. That's just my personality type. But I'd rather just let people talk about themselves and get information about them, because I already know myself in a way. Yeah. By limiting what you actually end up saying to people as well, you're not letting them steal your direction and where you're going either. I'd say if you've got some sort of plan, once you've reached each individual step, then you can maybe start telling everyone, all right, look, I've got this, I've done this now, rather than, all right, I'm thinking about I'm gonna do this at some point. But I mean, I don't really like saying that, because sometimes I could say I'm gonna do something, and then something gets in the way, or I end up not bothering to do it, and then that just devalues what I'm saying all the time, because I'm not committing to my words. So I'd rather, excuse me, once I've got where I needed to go, I can then say, look, so say you needed to go and pick something up from the shop next weekend. I was going to go get this at that time. But then all of a sudden you get hit by, obviously we don't want this to happen, by a car, or you've had to fly to another country. You now, next time you see that person, they're going to be like, oh, did you go to the shop the other week to get what you wanted to get? And you're gonna now say, "Oh no, I can't. I couldn't. I got in the way." And then that's now also breaking that trust barrier, because you're not doing the actions that you said you wanted to do. I've had friends, relationships, people let's go. Friendships that they've so say we was planning on meeting at a certain date. I was pumped up, I was ready, I was raring to go, I was excited, getting closer to that day. Hang on a minute. I don't really reckon he's gonna be coming. Get even closer to the date. Alright, why have I not really heard much information about what's going on anymore? So, do you know what? I'm gonna chuck them a message. I'm gonna jump out of into the ocean a little bit here. Alright, are we still meeting today or what? I'm now getting a really long, late reply. I waited just about to the hour when we're about to go. I'll chuck him another message quick. Maybe I'll give him a phone call. Give him a phone call. They pick up the phone, finally. Oh, sorry, mate. I've been really busy today. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it. Hang up the phone. Delete that number. Nah, jokes. I've now realised that, look, this guy is not going through and following with his actions. So that trust barrier is now getting broken. So I'm no longer going to be able to trust you, which is unfortunate because I thought we had something going really well in our life. And they also might as well say, because they were busy, they got caught up, they're going to use that as an excuse to say, look, because this happened, I now can't come meet you. When in actual fact, what they should have been doing is saying, I'm really, really sorry. I should have let you know earlier. I can't make it. Rather than leaving it last minute to piss me off, get me furious, I've now got to go through the rest of the day in a bit of an irritated state because of this plonker wasting my time. So now, mate, that trust slowly deforming and that elastic band is stretching and eventually it's going to snap and we're going to have to burn bridges. Toodles. But I don't recommend, well, burn bridges all you want, but over time you need to realise, look, holding on to that grudge is not going to do any favours. But you just got to recognise, look, everyone has got flaws, they've got faults, they can't function like everyone else. I'm not saying that someone can function better than anyone else, but I'm just saying everyone functions in different ways. So no one's perfect, and that is absolutely fine. But you just got to realise, at the end of the day, we could all be friendly, all be calm, caring, but we're all at war with everyone. Everyone is fighting for a spot somewhere up in the mountains. And that's the way of life. So the best thing to do is just keep everything as much as possible to yourself. Obviously, you're really, 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 really close people. Do what you want. I mean, do whatever you want in general. I'm doing this. I'm putting this on my channel because this is about me. If you want to do it about you, do whatever.